Okay, we're here on my son's 2007 Jeep Wrangler, and what we're going to be replacing today is this door lock actuator. And the reason, well, I'll show you why we're replacing this, but you need to know there's 2 or 3 things that can go wrong with these as to why you may need to replace yours. One, obviously, is if it's broke to the point to where when you close the door, it's not latching to where, you know, it's able to just come open. You would need to replace your door lock actuator here. Another reason is if whenever you hit your door lock button and the power door locks are not working just on one door, this would be a likely suspect. Now on these Jeeps, another suspect would be this connector down here that you disconnect whenever you take the doors off. Could just be a bad connection, but if you rule that out, the power door lock actuator may be bad. Now on this particular Jeep, I'll show you what the problem is and why we're replacing it. So let's say you're in the Jeep, you start it up, you're driving down the road, you pull in somewhere, you got your radio going, you turn the key off. Of course, the radio is going to keep playing until you open the door. Now, let's say the doors are locked, and I'm ready to get out of the Jeep. So I'm going to open this door. Notice the radio is still playing. Notice we have no dome light. And the reason is because the Jeep has no idea the door's open right now. So one of the most annoying things about this is if you come over here to, let's say you're wanting to, you know, say you close the door, you want to get into the back door, well, it's still locked. So then you got to open the front door again to unlock them all. Now, notice we still have no dome light. If you monkey around with this, okay, we got our dome light. Radio is now off because the Jeep now knows the door is open. So the switch in here isn't working the way it should. Whenever the door opens and closes, the Jeep isn't, the computer in the Jeep rather, doesn't know that the door's open. It does work when the door's closed. The Jeep, once the switch actuates into the closed position, it wants to stay that way, even whenever the door is open, unless you kind of monkey around with it. And it's been like that for quite a while. We've just lived with it, but I finally decided enough's enough. My son's getting ready to go to Kansas for about 3 or 4 months, and I just want to make sure that this Jeep's good to go. So what we're going to do today is replace that. I've actually got the new one right here. So this is an aftermarket one. A new one is about $150. This one was either $29 or $39. I can't remember. So I don't know. We'll see how it works. But the first step is to get the door panel off. It looks like we got a Torx, maybe about a T30. We got 2 bolts. You can't really see in there, but it looks like they might be 7mm. Got a couple right here. So I'm gonna get the camera set up, hopefully to where you can see the whole thing take place, and then we're gonna get after it. Now there's 3. They also look like they're T30s right here. So whenever you see me over here, this is what I'm taking out, is these 3 bolts right there. But the first thing I'm going to have to do is take this door panel off. So let's get this set up. You might be able to see. And it's a T30. 7mm is the size of the socket. So I think that's probably about all we're going to need right now. Let's go ahead and get the T30 up here. And this is I've never done one of these, so we're both gonna figure this out together. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you can see the connector right here, and that's the door panel. So what you're popping loose, once you take the screws out, are these little Christmas tree fasteners. Sometimes you'll break them. Luckily none of them broke on this one, so that's good. The top looks like this slides right down like that. Now on this Jeep, this little mold come off, but normally that doesn't happen, I don't think. At least most cars it doesn't. But that's easy enough. So obviously, first thing, it looks like remove the wires. Okay. You'll see these little clips. I don't know if you can see how that works. There's another one of these right on top. One's for the lock, I believe. Yeah. One's the lock and one's the, you know, the door latch. Don't know yet if this is going to have to come off. So let me get a socket. We're going to whip these out, 10 millimeters, and we'll see if this comes off or not. That appears to be free there, but something's really holding it up down here, and I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if maybe I need to roll the window down or what. Let me see if I can get a peek in there. Unless I'm just missing something. I don't see any other. Okay, so what I've done so far, other than taking these bolts out around here, you can see these two little keyhole looking slots. The motor fits in those, and if you just rotate it a little bit, that whole motor assembly will push out of there. So we're good to go there. The next step is trying to figure out how to disconnect the window from the regulator. Okay, so there is two holes down here I just noticed. In fact, these little cutouts right here, I'll be willing to bet that's what those are all about. So let's lower this window. In fact, it looks like someone's possibly already been here. See these little indentions? What they're expecting is that you cut those out, and it looks like someone's already cut these out with a with a drill bit. Looks like about a ½ inch or something, which might be enough to give me what I need. Let me I'm going to mount the motor back if I can. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and screw a couple of these back in there. Okay. I can see the tabs. The trick. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish cutting these out. Okay, I'm just using a Dremel with a carbide burr. Hopefully you can see this all right. I don't know if you can see the little tab in there that you got to pull it back this way, both these, and lift the window up. So what I'll do, I'm going to stick a screwdriver in here to kind of pry up on the window as I try to figure out what I'm going to use to pull the tabs. Okay, that does seem to be working. So I'm going to pull back on the tabs. I'm going to push the window up with another screwdriver. You got to be actually, I'm not even going to use a screwdriver. I've got to use something else. You don't want to put metal on glass. Last thing I want to do is bust the window. So let me mount the camera back here so I can have both hands. Okay, I am going to use a screwdriver, but I wrapped it pretty good in tape. Hopefully, so it's not going to something to stick right there so it doesn't re. Okay. I don't know how good you can see in there, but the window is released. Let me get it pulled up and taped. Okay, so I just got the window pulled up, it's taped. And that seemed to do the trick. Had to fight with it a little bit. It wasn't too bad. So now, theoretically, I should be able to finish getting this stupid thing out of here. There is 2 tabs right here. I don't know how you're supposed to get them. They're actually broke on this. I don't know if I did it. I probably did. Might be best to loosen those off first. In fact, let's just test that theory. Make sure all your hardware you drop, you find it. So if that, no, because it's got to go. So the door panel would have to move this way, it looks like, to undo those clips there. And as of right now, I've yet to find a way to actually move the door panel, or not the door panel, but this insert. That shouldn't matter, I don't think, right now. See that little tab right there? That is holding those cables, which is the 2 cables right here. So let's get some pliers, for what they call duckbill pliers. We're going to squeeze those 2 tabs in and just push that in just like that. Now these cables can come out of there. Alright, let me fix my camera. Okay. We're getting closer. Okay, so the door panel is pretty much off. Just got to disconnect this connector right here. Can't tell if this Torx is holding it or if there might be something behind here. But if you look, this whole piece right here has got to come out, it looks like. This whole piece. Got the connector. So now if we can just finagle this piece out of there, then we'll be golden. Yeah, 10 millimeter in there. Not a 10 millimeter. Looks like maybe an 8. And it looks like that Torx has also got to go. T20 on the Torx. There the whole shebang is, right there. So now, let's go over here, figure out what other mess we got to do to get this changed out. Of course, we got some cables. And the way these work, hopefully you can see that. You just pull down on it, and then it'll pop right out of there. Hopefully you can. Try not to break it. Last thing you want is one of these things letting loose inside the door after you get it all put back together. I'm just going to take an awl, or a scribe rather, stick right in the back. Okay. Now it looks like these. I'd like to meet the engineer that did this to me. Okay. Whew. Okay, so now, okay, it looks like there's some kind of clip there. Let's get the new one. The radio. Now sometimes the new ones will look a little bit different, but I mean they should be pretty close to the same. This does look like it is. I just got to figure out how to unclip it from here. You see the little latch right there? Okay. I don't know if you saw that or not, but it tried to go. So it's trying to go that way. There it goes. Okay, got that unclipped. Now, looks like there's a little clip underneath here. Right there. And now this thing should slide out of there. Well, they made me work for this one. So this better fix it. I'm gonna be upset. Alright, so this slides back in there. And you take this, slide it back in here. I hope. Man. There it is. Most of these should be self-explanatory. Get in there. Okay, so there's that one. Got one right here. Got this one. And this one here. Alright, now it looks like I need to look in there. Let's see, this went in there like that. So this right here engages something, so I've got to make sure that when I go back in that this piece right here is engaged where it needs to be. Hopefully you saw that. This piece right here. Okay. Take a look at it. Wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe hit some of this stuff with a little bit of oil. I would say WD-40, but I don't use WD-40 on very much stuff. So I'm just gonna, now obviously nothing in here is gonna need to be oiled up, but I've got some of this rim oil. Just to make sure that all that is got at least some kind of lube on it. Okay, now for the reverse. So let me give you a shot up inside here. Okay, there's where the, see where that's the door lock. If you look at this right here, this piece right here is for the door lock, for the key. That's what's engaging right there. So make sure that's engaged But you may not be able to actually get this thing to fit up in there right if it's not engaged. I don't know. Remember, this is the first time I've done one of these. Hopefully it's the last. Okay, so those... Hopefully you can see the 10 millimeter in there. Well, I mean, it's not in there right now. Well, I mean, it wasn't 10 millimeters, 8. See if I can get that started on there. And it looks like the door lock is where it needs to be. What I'm not seeing. Okay. Yeah, those holes are about to be lined up. These are the little tabs that I had to pull out on. Maybe you might have to push in on them. Now that I'm looking, I might have been doing this the wrong way. Just so you can get a... There's your regulator. So if you had to replace the window regulator, this is what's crazy. So here you got a bolt here and another one right there. Those Torx. That's what unbolts the regulator. That, and then of course you got your motor that you're going to have to undo, so you can replace the regulator. If these bolts would have been on the inside, or not the inside, but rather the outside, if they would have been coming in this way, you can see where they screw in right here. It would have made this job easy. You could have taken those bolts out, the regulator, the motor. You could have pulled the motor off, and the regulator could have stayed inside the door. And it would have made this job a whole lot easier. But oh no, guess Jeep had other plans. And yeah, I think you push in on those, and then you pull up on the window. Have to look at it whenever I get to that point. But for now, why don't we
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and his exact
see about getting these back in there. So let me go ahead. I'm going to match it back up right here so I can have both hands.
It's like physical magic and my secret weapon for cleaning the kitchen, bathroom, doors and walls, and even keeping my sneakers clean. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Greatest invention ever.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, the unicorn of cleaning.
Since 2015, the partners at Franklin & Frankel have been voted Best in D magazine every year, and 2020 is no exception. Voted on by other attorneys, Scott and Jean were picked specifically for helping personal injury victims. So when you need someone to handle your car wreck, you want the attorneys voted best by their peers. All partners have been voted top attorneys in Fort Worth magazine, too, and readers of Addison magazine voted them as favorite law firm 8 years in a row. So go with the best.
Hold off on tightening it up until we get this other Torx. Remember, you got another Torx right here.
Principal office, Dallas, Texas.
I'm Dr. Baker, an ER physician. If you're having leg pain, swelling, or redness, but haven't talked to your doctor yet, don't worry. This could be deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which can cause chest pain or discomfort, difficulty breathing. Your symptoms can mean something serious.
Okay. That Torx, these 3 Torx right here.
Let's be honest, there's nothing worse than a hot night's sleep. Tossing, turning, sweating, especially with the Texas summer right around the corner. Well, good news, sleep just got a lot cooler. Hey, Jeff K.
Okay.
The new Casper cooling collection.
Clean this junk out. Yeah, there's one of those tabs. It actually looks like it's been broke. It looks awful dirty. Maybe I didn't break it after all.
Memorial Day sale for a limited time. You can save up to 15%. Head to Casper at South Lake Town Square. They offer a new way to shop for all your
So, now the nice thing about the window at this point, you can go ahead and reinstall this whole piece here. The window's just going to drop down and it's going to kind of lock in place. And whenever we get to that point, I'll show you. But this whole thing should be able to be installed completely. I don't know if it'd be better to leave it loose. I'm probably just going to tighten it all up, get it all installed, tightened up, and we'll see if what I'm hoping is going to happen happens. Okay.
Sarah, you're not going to believe this.
Somebody had an AC emergency. An on-time expert showed up the same day.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, Randy, when you make a guarantee, you keep it.
Guarantee.
Guarantee. That's what I said.
And we guarantee if we don't show up the same day, you'll prepare this for free.
Right, same day, or you don't pay.
Through the weekend on into midweek. So 40% chance of rain today, high about 80. Low tonight, upper 60s, a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. Highs mid-70s.
This report is sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. Order online and pick up curbside at your local store. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com. O'Reilly Auto Parts. The following program will be recorded. Stick around.
We're just minutes away from another keyword that could score you $1,000.
Classic Rock and Cash on Lone Star 92.5.
Look what I've done forgot. Desperado. Don't forget your cables. Now, before I go any farther, I'm going to check this. We're going to see if it works. So far, it's good because the door's open, the radio's shut off. How much can you see here? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simulate closing the door. The latch is latched. Dome light is off. So it thinks that we're in the car. Key is on, radio's on. Remember, it thinks the door is shut. I'm going to turn the key off. Radio's staying on. I'm going to open the door, which is, I think, this blue one. Alright. So this unlatched. Radio shut off. The dome light is now on. Because it thinks the door, well, the door is open. So far it looks like everything is good. Obviously the trick is going to be to make sure that the window gets hooked up or gets locked back in place. I'm going to go ahead and hook these up here. So these, you can see how they just lock right in there. That one's going to go right here, blue to blue. See how that pushed in there? Swivel that out of the way, stick it up in the hole, and just snap it. This one we're going to do the same thing. And yeah, sometimes you don't want to push this in first until you get this hooked up. Okay. Okay. So Now, I'll tell you what, before I put these bolts in, I am going to lower the window and make sure it snaps in. Remember, we cut these notches out, so I'm going to be able to see the window. Now, it looks like we probably need to lower the regulator.
chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Work. That's work. Enter it now.
Classic rock. Lone Star 92.5.
This is KZPS, Dallas Fort Worth.
And worldwide with the iHeartRadio app.
Energize. I wasn't used to that because all this time this Jeep has always thought the door was closed. So this lock actuator, whenever I'd hit the switch, would actually work. But whenever it's actually as though the door is closed, now it works. Alright, well, I don't know how much time I've spent on this, but if, I don't know, hopefully you get some tips out of this video. Definitely could have been a better engineered design, but whatever. It is what it is. It's done. Everything's good. So, tell you what, let me clean this out real quick. We're just going to do the 100% ops check to make sure it's working right. Okay, we're in the Jeep. We just opened the door, climbed in, about to put the key in, turn it on. The radio's going to come on. Going to turn it off. Radio's going to keep playing. I'm going to go ahead and lock the doors. Now, without unlocking the doors, I'm going to open the door. The radio shuts off. The dome light is on. And if I want to get in the back, all the doors unlocked the way they're supposed to. So it's all working like it's supposed to now. I've been meaning to do that for a while, and now I'm glad I got it done. So yeah, there you go. That's how you change one of those out. All right, you guys take care.